On March 14, 1988, in the city of Akron, Ohio, a son of a basketball star would be born at the Summa Akron City Hospital. This child would unsurprisingly take the talents of his father and apply those talents to eventually become one of, if not the greatest shooter to ever touch the basketball. What's going on? I'm your host from Then to Now, and today I'm going to be telling you about the legacy of Stephen Curry. In Steph's early childhood, he would grow up in Charlotte, North Carolina, where his father spent most of his career as a Charlotte Hornet. Dell, Steph's father, would often take him and his younger brother Seth to his games, where they would shoot around with the Hornets during warm-ups, and it would be at this time where Steph would have aspirations to play in the NBA. The family would briefly relocate to Toronto, where Dell would finish out the rest of his career as a member of the Raptors. During this time, Curry played for the Queensway Christian College boys basketball team, leading them to an undefeated season. Following Dell's retirement, the family would move back to Charlotte, and Curry enrolled at a Charlotte Christian school, where he was named All-Conference and All-State and led the team to 3 conference titles and 3 state playoff appearances. Because of his dad's storied career at Virginia Tech, Curry wanted to play college ball for the Hokies, but was only offered a walk-on spot due to his slender 160-pound frame. He ultimately chose to attend Davidson College, who had aggressively tried to recruit him since the 10th grade. Before Curry even played his first game for the Wildcats, head coach Bob McKillop praised him at Davidson alumni event, saying, "Wait till you see Steph Curry. He is something special." In his first collegiate game, Curry finished with 15 points but committed 13 turnovers. In his next game, he scored 32 points, dished out 4 assists, and grabbed 9 rebounds. Curry finished the season leading the Southern Conference in scoring with 21.5 points per game. Steph was second in the nation among freshmen in scoring, behind only Kevin Durant of Texas University. Curry's scoring ability helped the Wildcats to a 29-5 overall record. On March 2, 2007, in the Southern Conference Tournament semifinals of the NCAA, Curry made his 113th three-pointer field goal of the year, breaking the NCAA freshman season record for three-pointers. In his sophomore season in 2007-2008, Curry had grown to his adult height of 6 feet 3 inches and again led the Southern Conference in scoring, averaging 25.5 points per game. He led the Wildcats to a 26-6 regular season record and a 20-0 conference record. On March 30, 2008, he set the record against the top-seeded Kansas Jayhawks with his 159th three-pointer of the season. Curry scored 25 points in the game, but Davidson lost 57-59, and the Jayhawks went on to win the NCAA championship. After Davidson's loss against Kansas in the NCAA regional finals, Curry announced that he would return for his junior year. He stated that he wanted to develop as a point guard, which would likely be his position in the NBA. Curry surpassed the 2,000-point mark for his career on January 3, 2009, as he scored 21 points against Samford. On February 14, 2009, Curry rolled his ankle in the second half of a win over Furman. The injury caused Curry to miss the February 18th game against the Citadel, the first and only game he would miss in his college career. In his final season at Davidson, Curry averaged 28 points, 5 assists, and 2 steals. He was the NCAA scoring leader and was named a consensus first-team All-American. Curry opted out of his senior year at Davidson, but stated that he still planned to earn his degree. June 25, 2009, Curry was selected with the 7th overall pick in the 2009 draft by the Golden State Warriors. He appeared in 80 games and was in the starting lineup for 77 of them. During his rookie season, he averaged 17.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 5.9 assists. His second half of the season vaulted him into the Rookie of the Year race. He was named the Western Conference Rookie of the Month for January, March, and April, finishing as the only Western Conference rookie to win the award 3 times. At the end of the year, he finished runner-up for the NBA Rookie of the Year award behind Tyreke Evans and was unanimously NBA's All-Rookie First-Team selection, becoming the first Warrior player since Jason Richardson to earn All-Rookie First-Team honors. He scored 30-plus points in 8 games, setting the most 30-point games by any rookie in the 2009-2010 season, and the most since LeBron, who had 13, and Carmelo Anthony, who had 10 in 2003 and 2004. Curry had 5 30-point 10-assist games, which tied Michael Jordan for the second most 30-point 10-assist games by a rookie. He also became just the 6th rookie in NBA history to post a 35-point, 10-assist, and 10-rebound game when he registered his first career triple-double with 36 points, 13 assists, and 10 rebounds against the Los Angeles Clippers on February 10th. In 2010-2011, Curry appeared in 74 games, where he would also be the starter in all of those 74 games, averaging 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 5.8 assists. In the shortened 2011-2012 season due to the NBA lockout, Curry appeared in 26 games where he started in 23 of them. Curry averaged 14.7 points, 3.4 rebounds, and 5.3 assists. He missed 40 games due to a right ankle and foot injuries, including the last 28 games where he had surgery on the right ankle, which was performed on April 25th. Prior to the start of the 2012-2013 season, Curry signed a 4-year, $44 million contract extension with the Warriors. At the time, many basketball writers considered the move risky for Golden State because of Curry's injury history. Over the course of the year, Curry and teammate Klay Thompson gained a reputation for their perimeter scoring, earning them the famous nickname Splash Brothers. In 2012-2013, Curry appeared in 78 games, averaging career highs of 22.9 points, 6.9 assists to go with 4 rebounds. Curry established a new NBA single-season three-point record with 272 threes, surpassing the previous mark set by Ray Allen, which has 269 in 2005 and 6, doing so on 53 less attempts than Allen did with Seattle. In 2013, Curry would appear in the playoffs for the first time in his career, with the Warriors earning the 6th seed in the Western Conference. In 12 playoff games, which were all starts, he would average 23.4 points, 8.1 assists, and 3.8 rebounds. Curry set a new franchise record with 42 playoff three-pointers, eclipsing the Warriors' career playoff mark of 29 previously held by Jason Richardson, giving him a total of 314 three-pointers for the season to become the first player in NBA history to hit at least 300 threes in a single season. Prior to the start of the 2014-2015 season, the Warriors hired former NBA player and general manager Steve Kerr as their new head coach. Kerr implemented significant changes to Golden State's schemes, including playing at a faster pace and giving Curry more freedom to shoot, helping the team evolve into a title contender. The Warriors would finish the year with 67 wins, and Curry would be voted as the MVP. Over the course of the season, he sat out 17 fourth quarters due to the Golden State's wide margins of victory. In Game 5 of the conference semifinals against the Memphis Grizzlies, Curry became the first player in league history to register 6 three-pointers and 6 steals in a game. In Game 6, he made a playoff career-high 8 three-pointers en route to a series-clinching victory. In Game 3 of the conference finals against the Houston Rockets, Curry would break the NBA record for most three-pointers made in a single postseason. The Warriors went on to defeat the Rockets to earn a finals matchup with the Cleveland Cavaliers. In Game 6, Golden State closed out the series to win their first championship in 40 years. For the finals, Curry averaged 26 points and 6.3 assists per game. The Warriors' playoff run was the first in which an all-NBA first-team selection eliminated all other first-team selections on the way to a championship. To start the 2015-2016 season, Curry became the first player since Michael Jordan in 1989 to score 118 points in his team's first 3 games, including a season-high 53 points against the New Orleans Pelicans in the 3rd game. The Warriors made NBA history on November 24th when they became the first team ever to start 16-0 with a win over the Los Angeles Lakers before improving to 24-0 on December 11th with a double overtime victory over the Boston Celtics. During the 2016 NBA All-Star Weekend, Curry competed in his 3rd straight All-Star game for the West and competed in the 3-point contest as well, where he lost in the final round to teammate Klay Thompson. At 48-4, the Warriors entered the All-Star break with the best record through 52 games in NBA history, 1 win better than the 1995-96 Chicago Bulls. At the end of the year, the Warriors would make it to the playoffs and make their way all the way to the finals, where they would be matched up with the Cleveland Cavaliers. They would build up a 3-1 lead in the series, but would ultimately be defeated in 7 games, becoming the first team in NBA history to lose a series after leading 3-1. In the Game 7 loss, Curry scores 17 points on 6 of 19 shooting. October 28, 2016, Curry hit 4 3-pointers against the New Orleans Pelicans to reach 1,600 for his career, becoming the 19th player to do so, as well as the fastest to reach the mark. On February 2nd, he hit his 200th 3-pointer of the season in the Warriors' 133-120 win over the Los Angeles Clippers, making him the first player in NBA history to have 200 or more 3-pointers in 5 consecutive seasons. Curry would have another great year as he would lead the Warriors to the playoffs and to the finals, where he would get matched up again with the Cleveland Cavaliers. In Game 2, Curry recorded his first career postseason triple-double with 32 points, 11 assists, and 10 rebounds to help the Warriors go up 2-0 in the series. Curry helped the Warriors clinch the series and the championship in 5 games with 34 points, 10 assists, and 6 rebounds, as Golden State claimed its 2nd title in 3 years. On July 1st, 2017, Curry agreed to a 5-year, $201 million extension with the Warriors, becoming the first player to sign a Supermax contract worth over $200 million. On December 4th, in a 125-115 win over the New Orleans Pelicans, Curry hit 5 3-pointers to become the fastest player to achieve the milestone of 2,000 career 3-pointers, achieving that mark in just 597 games. On January 6th, Curry became the 5th player in Warriors history to score 14,000 points, ending the game with 14,023 and joining Wilt Chamberlain, Rick Barry, Paul Arizin, and Chris Mullin on the franchise list. On March 23rd against the Hawks, Curry suffered an MCL sprain to his left knee and would ultimately miss nearly 6 weeks, returning to action in Game 2 of the Warriors' second-round playoff series against the Pelicans. Curry would beat the New Orleans Pelicans before going to the Western Conference Finals and beating the Houston Rockets as well, having another finals appearance against the Cleveland Cavaliers. In Game 2 of that finals series, Curry hit a finals record of 9 3-pointers and scored 33 points in an ultimate 122-103 win. In Game 4, Curry led all scorers with 37 points in a 108-85 win that helped the Warriors clinch their 2nd straight championship with a series sweep over the Cavaliers. Many felt that he should have won Finals MVP, but in response, Curry stated, "At the end of the day, I'm not going to let a Finals MVP trophy define my career. 3 titles. Wherever that puts us in the conversation of the history of the NBA, I'm a 3-time champ." Besides moving up to 3rd on the Warriors' all-time scoring list, passing Chris Mullin and Paul Arizin, he had a pretty uneventful 2018-2019 season, but he would still manage to take his team to the playoffs, where they would surprisingly take on the Toronto Raptors. In Game 3 of the 2019 Finals against the Raptors, Curry scored a playoff career high 47 points to go with 8 rebounds and 7 assists, but would ultimately lose 123-109. In Game 5, he helped the Warriors stave off elimination with 31 points in a 106-105 win, cutting the Raptors series lead to 3-2. In Game 6, Curry scored 21 points but shot just 6 for 17 and went 3 of 11 on three-pointers, including missing a contested three-pointer in the last moments as the Warriors lost the game and the series with a 114-110 defeat. After that series, Curry was expected to take on a greater offensive load, especially since Klay Thompson would be out injured and Kevin Durant would be having left the Warriors as a free agent. But on October 30th, 2019, just 4 games into the season against the Phoenix Suns, Curry would injure his left hand and ultimately would need to be out for 3 whole months. On December 27, 2020, Curry put up 36 points in a 129-128 win over the Chicago Bulls. With this game, he joined Ray Allen and Reggie Miller as the only players to have scored more than 2,500 career three-pointers in NBA history. On December 14th, almost a year later at Madison Square Garden against the New York Knicks, Curry would make his 2,974th career three-pointer to pass Ray Allen and become an NBA all-time leader in made three-pointers. On May 9th, in Game 4 of the Western Conference semifinals against the Memphis Grizzlies, Curry became the first player in NBA history to make 500 career playoff threes. During the Western Conference Finals against the Dallas Mavericks, he averaged 23 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists a game. After the Warriors won the series in 5 games, Curry was named the unanimous and inaugural winner of the Western Conference Finals MVP. On June 10th, in Game 4 of the NBA Finals, Curry logged 43 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists in a victory over the Boston Celtics to even the series at 2-2. He became the first player in NBA history to make 5+ three-pointers in 4 consecutive Finals games. At 34 years old and 88 days, Curry became the second oldest player in NBA Finals history to record a 40-point, 10-rebound game behind only LeBron James that did that in 2020. In Game 5 of the Finals, Curry passed Boston Celtics legend John Havlicek for the 10th spot on all-time Finals assist lists. In Game 6 of the Finals, Curry scored 34 points along with 7 rebounds and 7 assists and led the Warriors to a 103-90 victory over the Celtics. This victory over the Celtics would also mark Curry's 4th ring and solidify his place in the top 10 greatest players in NBA history. Curry is widely considered to be the greatest shooter in NBA history and is also credited with revolutionizing the game of basketball by inspiring teams from high school to NBA to regularly utilize the three-point shot. Analysts have referred to him as the Michael Jordan of the three-point era, stating that he did for the three-point shot what Michael Jordan did for the slam dunk. At this point, it's hard to believe that he could do anything more to solidify his place in the record books, but at the prime age of 34, he still has some years in the tank, and I personally can't wait for what's about to come in the next couple years. But that's the story of Steph Curry from start to finish. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.